Blog Talk Radio.
It's Cannon Baby coming with the heat. Got Endie Fiya playing in my speakers. Nikhil the host, girl in motion. All the way lit, airway smoking. You can call in, this phone lines open. Rockets are hot like we cooking the roast. Endie Fiya the GOAT, don't ask who the competition is, cause they standing alone popping. When you listening here, you always get what you interviews. Artists, songwriters, authors, and entrepreneurs. Chopping it up with powerful icons who make her influence. Who keep it hotter, this is Endie Fiya. Blazing on yourself, tune in and catch the heat. It don't even matter where you at. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Yeah. Holy moly, this day heat. Got Nikhil in my speakers. Girl in motion, get on your feet. Endie Fiya blazing, please. Keep it coming every week. We too strong, we defeat the weak. Cannon Baby, super speed. We keep it turning to the sea. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, yeah. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone, yeah.
What's good, guys? We made it to the end of another week. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come out with that really wicked laugh. My bad. My bad. I'm over here eating ice. And for all of you who know me, you know that I have severe chronic anemia, right? And all I do is sit around and eat ice, right? And you know we're coming up on the cold months, so eating ice is like something that people just, in the cold they wouldn't normally do. And so I didn't think about it. I'm about to be on air. I probably shouldn't eat the ice because it numbs my tongue. So now I sound really crazy because my tongue is numb. And like I was really trying to swallow down this last piece of ice before the show. That's how I'm really greedy when it comes to ice. But we were talking about that last week, how of an ice bag, right? And they were like, yeah, I know you're probably wanting this ice bag. And no, I don't buy the ice by the bags, which would probably make more sense. But no, my son goes religiously every other day to Sonic and buys ice, like one medium. I have a menu, one medium and 3 large cups of ice every other day. Yeah, I go through ice like that. And so last week they lied to him and they were like, we're out of large cups. And I'm thinking to myself, my son's so gullible. He believed them. So he comes back with 4 medium cups of ice, which I went through those in one day. Like I try to, monitor my intake, but I can't. So I know that, in a 2-day time span, those 4 cups, 1 medium and 3 large, I will go through. But 4 mediums, I just went through those in no time. So I made a post to Sonic. I was like, if people really shouldn't be lying about having no large cups, because if somebody comes in and they want to order like a large drink, you're going to give them a large drink. I'm still paying for the large cup. You know what I'm saying? So they always try to upsell, and they're like, why don't you just buy a large, a bag of ice? And he's like, no, because my mother's an ice allergist. And they look at him like he's crazy. Like, what do you mean, like an ice allergist? And he tells them, like, if you put your bag in the freezer, the bag of ice, it freezes, right? It freezes. So the ice it no longer, somebody who eats ice all the time like me, the ice, it loses its taste. Like the structure of the ice changes completely. The ice no longer tastes the same. Have you ever had watered down ice before? Okay, guys, I know you're probably sitting there like, what is she talking about? Hey, I could talk about ice now. Really, I could talk about ice. So it really does. It just loses the whole shape of the ice changes and the taste changes. Yes, ice does have a taste. the taste changes. Like there's a frosty ice, you know what I'm saying? All of that just changes when it goes in the freezer. So not to mention your own freezer, you know what I'm saying? We take care of the freezer, but it just changes the taste of ice. So no, even when I bring it home in the cups, it has to go on the top shelf of the refrigerator, and it keeps it really cold, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, okay, I did all of that talking so that my tongue could thaw out so that I could sound normal again. All right, so I'm good now. Anyway, tell me about your day. I got the quick message. I don't even have to tell you guys anymore. Just send me your text message. It's Thursday. Your Thursday should have been a lot better than your Monday, your Tuesday, your Wednesday. But I got a quick message right here from Karen. Karen texted me from Massachusetts. All right, now you guys, you got the hang of it now. You're giving me your state. You're giving me your name. Thank you so much. Karen from Massachusetts said that her day was amazing. She said her boyfriend sent her roses. But Karen, you didn't tell me why did he send you roses? I want to know. Like, why he send you roses? My boyfriend didn't send me roses. I gotta talk to him. He's getting slack anyway. He's still battling COVID. This like week 3 of COVID. Like I feel like he don't even got COVID no more. It's like week 3 of COVID, and he got this really bad cough, and the cough won't go away. And that's cute. Somebody sent me a message and said, which boyfriend? Boyfriend of the week, of course, duh. But Karen's boyfriend sent her roses. Karen in Massachusetts, her boyfriend sent her roses. And I have one more message. Torian in Savannah, Georgia, said his day was a little iffy. His car broke down on him. Sorry. Kind of like my Sunday into Monday when my tire went flat and I had to wait until Monday to get a new tire. I get it. Well, guys, tomorrow is Friday. And for some of you, you were able to see Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever yesterday, I heard. And for a lot more of you, you were able to see it today. Like, I'll try to get tickets to go see it today, but everything was sold out. So officially, it's supposed to open tomorrow, right? And you didn't let me know what you're doing. If you're going to go, if you're going to double up on the mass, a lot of theaters still have reserved seating. So, of course, you're able to pick your seat. And by doing that early, you're kind of protecting yourself and your family. And, of course, if you're going with a large group of people, that's going to be more beneficial than getting out there with, people that you don't know. So just protect yourself, be safe, make sure that you're wearing your mask when you do go, because, we do have the flu. That's supposed to be the worst of the worst this year. We have RSV, we still have COVID. So just make sure that you do protect yourself when you go to see the movie this weekend. For those of you who wish to wait, I promise you, I won't tell you what happens. All right? Let me give you the calendar for next week. Remember, we have all ladies next week. I'm super excited about next week for the ladies next week. Coming up on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Southern Soul artist Danielle Renee here with us. On Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my girl back with us from the A, Cedrina, R&B singer, the messed up mama herself, will be back here with us. It's been a couple years since we had her here, but she has new music, and of course she always is ready to share here with us on Endie Fiya. So we welcome back Cedrina on Tuesday. And then Misunderstood. I promised you I would have information on her, and I've been slipping. I don't have a lot of information on Misunderstood, but Monday, I promise. Misunderstood will be here with us on next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guarantee, though, the name is just a name. All right? You definitely do not misunderstand her here on Endie Fiya. All right? I'm super excited to have my guest here with me this evening, a gentleman by the name of Ryne, actor, songwriter, singer. I think he dabbles in a little modeling also. Comes to us by the way of my girl, y'all remember, I can't even tell you the songs. I can't even remember the song Rosetta Marie had that I fell in love with. But this gentleman comes highly recommended by Rosetta Marie. I think I found him before she even recommended him, in all honesty. But I'm gonna give her the credit. All right, I'm gonna give her the credit. So thank you, thank you. He already is on his way to becoming an eminent songwriter and singer in the music industry, along with a budding acting career. He hails from the city of brotherly love, and as such, he loves to share his talent with the world. Sean began singing at the tender age of 6 at his home church in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. After his first solo performance of More Than Just a Story, Sean knew he was destined for a life in the performing arts. He went on to attend the Young Performance Theater, where he won the Best Soloist Award in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He would pour his blood, sweat, and tears into his music career. Inspired by greats such as Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Barbara Streisand, Bryan Adams, and contemporary acts like Chris Brown, Charlie Puth. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you why I laughed at that in just a moment. Bruno Mars. Ryne spent almost every walking moment honing his vocal skills and writing songs while other kids were hanging out with their friends. He says, I would write every chance I had. I wrote about whatever I was feeling, even if it wasn't a complete song or poem. Life inspires me to write music, and I love expressing myself through this form of storytelling. Writing is so personal. It's a great way to connect with people. At age 12, he made his television debut on the Bravo network show called Bravo On with the Show as a dancer. In 2008, he scored the lead role of Jalen Cooper for a local stage play in Philadelphia called. Since then, Sean has been cast in several independent films and web series, so the young talent has found yet another skill to add to his already impressive resume. In fact, Sean has become so enamored with the film world that he has plans to add script writing and production to his list of credits very soon. Currently, Sean is promoting the release of his debut album, Better Late Than Never. Endie Fiya, listening audience, I present to you this evening my very special guest, actor, songwriter, singer, Sean Ryne.
Hello. Thank you.
You are so very welcome. Let me back up just a moment and tell you why I have to giggle about your inspirations, those contemporary acts. My children this weekend, we were talking about, I don't even know how it came up because I toned them out. This is my 21-year-old and my 17-year-old. I tone them out when they talk about music and the artists that they listen to. My daughter is very, very heavy into K-pop and J-pop, anime. All of my kids love anime. But my daughter is very, very into the Japanese culture. And so is my younger son. He's a little music producer. And so they were talking about music artists this weekend as we were traveling. And I don't even know how Charlie Puth came up. And so my son says to my daughter, who is that? And so she goes, you don't know who that is? So I started giggling because I had just read your bio earlier that day. So I started giggling. And so my daughter goes, you don't know who that is? And so my son goes, no. And I giggled again, and my daughter was like, so Ma knows. She knows. And honestly, I didn't know. I just giggled because I had read your bio. So so my daughter goes, Ma knows everything about, music. And I'm looking at her like, nah. I only know the name because, I have an artist coming up this week, and that name's listed in his bio. My daughter goes on to song. Like, I know the name, but I really don't know why I know the name. So she goes on to tell my son a song that he has a Wiz Khalifa has a song. No, Charlie Puth has a song, and Wiz Khalifa featured in the song.
Yes.
So my son and I both go, that's Wiz Khalifa song. And so my daughter goes, no, that's Charlie Puth's song. Wiz Khalifa's featured in the song. And we're looking at her like, no, if you ask anybody in Black America, that's Wiz Khalifa's song. And that other guy may be featured in the song, but that's Wiz Khalifa's song. Right. And so we're arguing back and forth. But it finally clicked in my head, like, that's exactly where I know his name from. So my daughter starts naming out other songs, and I'm like, I knew the name, but I really didn't know, where I knew the name from. But it was just the irony in, like, the whole conversation. And so my daughter was like, well, who's the artist is coming up, this week? And, I got to take him out, because she's away at school. And so I thought that was just, so funny, because every time now when I hear his name, I can connect him with you and that story.
Oh, wow.
So funny.
That's cool.
Anyway.
That's so cool.
So glad to have you here with me this evening. Thank you. You could have been anywhere, but you're here, giving you so freely of yourself and of your time to be here with me and myself and my listening audience. So let me publicly tell you, thank you.
And thank you. I appreciate you sharing your platform with me.
You are so very welcome. I've had the opportunity, as I do with all of my guests, to what I call stalk your social media. And I have enjoyed just watching you perform. That's what I love about social media. And I don't want to say thanks to COVID, but yeah, thanks to COVID, we have been able to do so many things virtually, and that has been one of those opportunities, just to be able to watch performances that we probably would not have been able to do if COVID has not have come up on the scene. But just to be able to see you perform live, so to speak, through social media has just been amazing. Your stage presence is out of this world. I know you can attribute a lot of that to, acting. But I just wanted to, just give you those accolades right now before we jump into this interview. I know that your bio says
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. The age of 6 at church. So that is always the question that I begin with. Your bio states that. What was it like for you, starting at such a young age, with those roots right there in church, did you have a family that, had background in church, or did you just have that love, every Sunday morning getting up, going to church, and, were you one of those kids that just, I'm going to let my light shine, here in church? What was it like for you in the very beginning?
So I was essentially birthed in in the church space. My mom was pregnant with me going to rehearsals, and from 2 or 3 months old, I was sitting in the rehearsals, for her choir, listening to songs. So it all started with, I like to say it all started with gospel music and whatever Disney movies she had on in the house. So it's like I grew a great love for a gospel influence, as well as a soundtrack musical theater influence from a very young age. But no, it was definitely something that was just there. I loved music from birth. And then when I finally had the opportunity to step on, as a soloist, as a young kid at 6 years old, I loved it. It was home for me. And it was definitely a gift from God that I was happy to start using and continuing to use even to this day.
And how would you describe your musical style now?
Honestly, I would still say that it has influences of both of those, gospel, musical theater, but R&B too, because as I grew up, I really moved into a lot of R&B stuff, pop music as well, but definitely it's a pop R&B sound with influences of rock, musical theater, soundtrack music, gospel, inspirational, all of those things tied into it. I'm inspired by pretty much all types of music, so I try to bring that to my personal music as well.
So I know that right now you're currently promoting the release of your debut album, Better Late Than Never. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That
Thank
is
you.
amazing. I've had the opportunity to listen to, and this is something that I normally do not do. I like to be as surprised, meaning I'm going to love what I hear, or I'm going to be just disgusted with what I hear on the show as my listening audience. But I did take the time to listen to one track, and I had no idea that I didn't know that you sent this track until 5 minutes before the show. So
wow.
I'm excited to be able to hear the track in its entirety. I only heard 1 minute of the track because I needed to select some music to, when we created the reel earlier today. I went through the entire album, and normally I would select by just a title. Titles draw me in, but every title drew me in. So I listened to a snippet of every track, and I couldn't decide.
Wow. Okay.
Finally, Excited was the one. And I was like, yep, this is it. This is the one right here. But I kept going back and listening to it over and over and over again. And my producer was like, would you stop listening to it? You're going to hear it eventually. But I had no idea that I was actually going to hear it. He knew that we had it, but I didn't know that we had it until right before the show. And he was like, yeah, that's one of the tracks that he sent in. And I was like, dang, that's funny because that's what I picked, earlier today. But when it comes to every piece together for the compilation of this album, which one of these songs would you say that you delivered your best performance from a technical and an emotional point of view?
The title track. So it's Better Late Than Never, because that kind of is that's
the one
where I am at. Yeah.
Let's talk about that one. Now, you didn't send that one in, but let's talk about that one.
So, I mean, yeah, so just giving some, just giving some response to that. Like, I try to go with what I feel like I'm getting a response to, and sure enough, like, you're giving me what I've been getting the best response to, which is Excited. But Better Late Than Never is the most important song for me personally, because it has to deal with where I am in life and where I've been, where it's like, if it took me a little bit longer to release my album. I've been working in the entertainment industry for a very long time, and I was putting off music. And a lot of people say, well, nobody's even going to care anymore. Like, you shouldn't even waste your time doing that. But I really believe that wherever you are on life's journey, if you have a vision, if you have a dream, you should do it. Even if you feel like the party is already going on and you're late to the party, well, that's okay that you're late, because it's better late than never. And just to give a lyrical, the lyrics to the song really quick, it says, it's better I'm late than never or ever. It will be great. I'm better than ever. So no matter where you are and everything that you've been through matters, you can still do what you love to do. And that's what Better Late Than Never is about.
Okay. When you write, do you write from a place of real life experiences, or how others have influenced your life? Let me try.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I it's a combination of both for me. Some things, like there's a song on the album called "Are You Love of Life," which is not necessarily about one person. It's about three. Like each verse and including the bridge had like three different people in mind. Well, three. I shouldn't say people. I should say experiences in life on that particular song. So there are moments like that. There are songs that I like to say, I think You is more of a prophetic song because I like to say I'm a hopeful romantic. So it's a love song about like the future and what I wish to have. It's not necessarily about something. So it doesn't always have to be like the experience of what I went through with a person or something that happened in life. It could be, what I wish to happen.
Understood. I want to jump into the first track that we're going to play this evening, Hard Times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the creative processes for Hard Times. When you sat down to write that, did you have an idea in the forefront of your mind? Did you say, I already know what this is going to be about? Did you have the beat first? Did you come back and, lay down the lyrics afterwards? Or did you have the lyrics first and then came the beat? What's your writing process like? And then what is Hard Times about?
Okay, so Chris Hope produced the entire album. Shout out to my brother, Chris Hope. He sent me this record about a year ago, actually, and I had finally sat down to write to it. I knew that the record felt very It screamed inspirational to me. I knew that I could take the record and move, and it gave me like a soft, hard rock feel while still being sort of like inspirational pop R&B as well. And I just knew that it was a record that was going to be inspirational. So it kind of starts with a melody for me. Like, and I'm probably normally record that, and then from there I start making the gibberish into real poetry and add that lyric to the melody and then put it all together.
Okay. I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to introduce Hard Times to our
Hey, everybody,
audience.
This is Sean. Yeah, cool. Hey, everybody, this is Sean Ryne. This is my new song, Hard Times, off the Better Late Than Never album.
I can make it to the other I know that I can give up. No, 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 no. Our love is strong. Gotta just hold on. Our love is strong. Gotta just hold on.
Ooh, if you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and the actor, songwriter, and singer, Ryne. That right there was Hard Times off of the newly released debut album, Better Late Than Never. Guys, what did you think about it? I had to get bumped on the shoulder because I was really into that. That was very uplifting, inspirational. I like that. I really did. I like that. I got thumbs up around here. I think that's going in rotation. What's the, when you sat down to write each track for Better Late Than Never, in the back of your head, I want this album to be able to do what? I want the listening audience response to be what?
Well, I mean, with any music that I make, I just want people to be elevated by it. I think sometimes today music is so, like, on such a low frequency and it has such a low vibration to it that I really just wanted to make an album that was bright and something that, like, sort of reminded people to not give up but to celebrate and have fun through, you know, their life, because I know life can be hard sometimes, but I believe that it can also be a pleasurable experience if we allow it to be.
I think Hard Times provides hope.
Yes.
That's what I got from Hard Times. There's hope. Just with everything that's going on in the world right now, there needs to be, and you're right, with the music that's being put out, people just do need to be reminded that there is something else to look forward to. You need to hang on to, you need to be your faith, for one. You know, people talk about having faith, but being locked in to the faith is a whole nother ball game. You know, you can't talk and not walk it. But the word hope is what I kept seeing flash in front of my eyes listening to Hard Times, being hopeful.
Yeah.
I know that in every aspect of our lives, you know, whether we are an entertainer, you know, whether we are a creative, we face obstacles, we face barriers. There are setbacks, you know, in our careers. What's the biggest barrier that you feel that you've had to overcome as an independent artist?
I think number one, myself, the self-doubt that you feel that you're not good enough. But I think also sometimes maybe the resources as an independent artist, we're not given the same things as a record company may have or these big budgets. And you have to get creative. Thankfully, the internet allows us to be creative in a way that we never had. So, you know, when I was a kid, I was looking at a completely different way that music was distributed and made to, you know, to get to the consumer, where now it's like that way is sort of obsolete. The physical way of it is obsolete. In certain ways, we're looking at some increases in, like, you know, vinyl and stuff like that. But majority of people are consuming music in a streaming digital manner now, and it changes the game on independent artists having an opportunity to even have their music put out in a big way. So I would say just my own personal self-doubt and probably just resources is always the issue as an independent artist.
So let me stay right there for just a moment, because you've had the opportunity to be in this industry, entertainment, not just the music side, but, you know, entertainment for quite some time. So you've seen it go from, I won't even say prehistoric, because I've seen it go from prehistoric, what I would consider prehistoric, to where it is now. But how do you feel, you know, that I've had artists say that, you know, the internet has impacted the music business in both negative and positive ways. So, you know, give me some examples of how you feel that the internet has impacted the industry, entertainment, negatively and positively.
So I think, like I said, I absolutely agree with that statement. I think the internet has allowed us to connect with people who, you know, maybe we weren't able to connect with, the executives, A&Rs, people like that who lived in a corporate building in New York and LA and probably someplace in London, are now accessible because of the internet. And that's if you need them, because some people can develop their own situation themselves, and you know, the information to start a business, start a record company is right there. YouTube, TikTok, people are giving out the information to create a pathway of success. But what the downside of this, the internet has been, is probably the oversaturation of, we're going to call quote unquote artists who are probably not built to be a public figure, probably not built for the hard work that it takes to be into this and to be in this industry, but are probably not built to handle that many no's before they hear a yes. And it can destroy them. I mean, some people are just not prepared after they go viral. And that's something different from when I was a little kid. Like, there was always, like, there was artist development. There was things that you had to go through. And I was taught by people who came 20, 30 years even before me. So, and it's not here anymore. So you're looking, and not just artist development for the stage, but artist development for the interview, artist development for the paparazzi, artist development for every aspect. From when you walk in and out of a building, you are a star. How will you present that? So, and the internet has sort of robbed artists to know how to deal with those circumstances in life and those predicaments. So I think, you know, you have to get in where you fit in.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so wise. Beyond your years. Oh, I just remember when I started been almost 2 decades now, and in an A&R division. And I really didn't like it because I felt like I needed to be elsewhere, and I was stuck with artist development. And back then, you had artists who didn't want to go through that. They wanted to be, you know, in the forefront. They felt like it wasn't needed. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a minute. I've been in the studio. I've been making music. I've been performing. I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? But I speak to those artists now, and they're so thankful because they're not getting that now. These new artists are not, as you stated, they're not getting that now, and it is so needed. So to hear someone say that now in this area, this age and era, that was done back then wasn't unnoticed. But I just want to say, wow. I wish my mentor could hear that, rest his soul. How do you stay motivated and not get distracted with, you know, balancing acting, balancing songwriting, balancing, and the word that I'm using is balance, of course, but how do you stay motivated and not get distracted? Because life can pull us in so many different directions. But just how do you stay motivated with all that's going on in the world right now?
I'm a very led person. So it's kind of like, for me, I don't think I have any specific way that I stay balanced. It's kind of whichever one is moving at the moment. So if I'm getting more auditions at this particular time of the year, and we're maybe getting a bite, or we actually do book a project and we start working on a film project, then I normally put everything else down for a minute, and then after that's finished, I'm already what's next. So it's just like, when I'm on set, I'm already thinking like, okay, who's going to get me another audition to be to something else? When Better Late Than Never came out, I was in the studio the next day working on my next single that will be out next year. So we're working on the final mixes for that. So it's just like, I'm always, which is kind of, it's good because it's the hustle, but it's bad at the same time because you do want to enjoy the moment. Like you want to be there and enjoy what you're doing. But the balance for me is I kind of just do one at a time. Understood.
I want to get into your next track. I like this title, Neglected Love. Let's talk about this. What is Neglected Love about?
So Neglected Love is just about somebody who starts to understand that they have, it's kind of like you don't know what you have until it's gone. And it's kind of like that redemption moment where you realize, like, listen, I messed up. I didn't realize I had something great. I know I wasn't giving you everything I was supposed to give you, but I'll make it better now. There'll be no more neglected love.
Okay, let me see if I need to send this to somebody after the show. Let me see. You guys tell me what you think. Neglected Love of the newly released debut album, Better Late Than Never. Tell me what you think.
When you were here, life was so perfect. You made all my fears run and hide, and I can truly say you are my inspiration. My life had no meaning before you came. Now I know with you my life won't be the same. You're the sunshine brightly shining after rain, and I know everything you do is all for me. So I don't wanna be the reason that you turn away when you wanna be closer. Tell me what I gotta do to put the pieces back together. Tell me I don't wanna lose the love that once brought a light in a dark place. Let's change the tone. I was so wrong. Forgive me. No more neglected love. Times are changing. That's for sure. But you and me's timeless creation, our love so infinite. See, I don't wanna see you cry, those tears no more for me. The mistakes you made were not your fault, you see. But now I need your love this time around. After the storm becomes reborn, a new day. So I don't wanna be the reason that you turn away when you wanna be closer. Tell me what I gotta do to put the pieces back together. Tell me I don't wanna lose the love that once brought a light in a dark place. Let's change the tone. I was so wrong. Forgive me. No more neglected love. I'ma give you everything, my world and all it brings. I'ma make you feel so right, making love that lasts all night. So I don't wanna be the reason that you turn away when you wanna be closer. Tell me what I gotta do to put the pieces back together. Tell me I don't wanna lose the love that once brought a light in a dark place, that changed the zone. I was so wrong, forgive me. No more neglected love. Let me love. Let me love you, love you. Let me love. Let me love you, love you. Let me love. Let me love you, love you. Let me love.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Jerusalem from the Scarfella Music Group, and you on the air with the hottest station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Lil Timmy and Nakia, right here on the station bringing you all the hottest hip hop hits. Endie Fiya, let's get it.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia. My very special guest this evening, singer, songwriter, and actor, Ryne. That song you just heard was Neglected Love. And I don't think I'm going to sing that simply because, you know, it takes a certain type of individual to, you realize when they screwed up, you know what I'm saying? And some things they're just not worth. Songs, they're not worth that song. I'm sorry. They need some prayer. That song just isn't worth my time for me to send that to them. That was they need, I don't know, some gutter music. I don't know. They don't need that. That song's too sentimental. Yeah, that song is yeah. But you guys tell me what you think about. Okay, somebody's probably sitting wondering now, like, I'm confused. Did she like the song or not? I love the song. I don't think it's worth sending to somebody who screwed up with me. There we go. And me trying to get them back is what. Yeah, you snooze, you lose.
Right.
But you guys tell me what you think about Neglected Love. We got thumbs up around here, so we already know what that means. And my daughter actually caught the tail end of that, and she wanted to know was that the artist that the Chris Puth artist, and I was like, yes, that's him. So thumbs up, you know, in her apartment on campus, and so that's good. I'm not sure what your age is, but the 21-year-olds, you know, they're feeling you and they like that song. So
appreciate it.
That's always, yes, that's always a plus. Kind of threw me off when she had to give her comment there. If you had the opportunity to collaborate with, you know, any musician, I know that you listed your influences, but if you could collaborate with any musician, and it doesn't have to be a mainstream artist, but, you know, who would you like to collaborate with and why?
Right now, I actually would love to collaborate with Lizzo. I think that she's a very talented artist, and she's actually a musician. She understands music as well. But I love the brand. I love what she's inspiring people to do. That, you know, people who may have not been deemed as conventionally beautiful are now, like, we're in the forefront now. And even if we're, like, you know, we're a different shape and size from this commercial beauty, we're beautiful too. And I just love that. I think it would be dope to work with her.
So just mentioning Lizzo and what she's doing outside of what her brand does, what do you do or what does your brand do for the community? You know, we have the holidays that are coming up, back to school, past? You know, is there anything in particular that, you know, the Sean Ryne brand does?
I mean, right now, I have worked with a couple of charities before where I've worked, where I've performed and dealt with some, you know, feeding homeless people and trying to make sure youth is able to be educated, and that, you know, like sick and shut-in youth and youth that may not have their families are able to still thrive throughout their lives. I've worked with a couple of charities like that, but I'm still in the process of really finding out where you know, the Sean, you know, everything that has to do with Sean Ryne can really excel in the giving back part of it, besides just the music. But I definitely have been a part of some organizations.
Okay. I know that you've been in front of the camera for, you know, forever. But do you still get, or do you get performance anxiety?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think when you're not like anxious about it, maybe you you don't care anymore. I think like the fact that I'm nervous is because I want to do a good job. So yeah, I still get anxiety. I still get nervous that you know, like that am I going to mess up or am I going to do it right? But no, because I always with everything that I do, I want it to be great.
And what do you prefer, studio or performing live?
I definitely prefer performing live, but it's funny. I used to loathe like just performing recording, honestly, until
Really?
this album. Yeah, I really did. I absolutely hated it. I think here we go again, being an independent artist, going back to resources, always looking at the clock, being the record company yourself and stuff like that. If the record doesn't come out right, if the song is not complete, I think I would just always be in my head so much. And this particular year, finding an awesome engineer, RJ, Ron Exotic, who engineered all the songs on my album. It was an awesome time making Better Late Than Never. I've never had it like this before. So no, this was a labor of love, but certainly nothing compares to doing it live, being near to touch and feel somebody else's energy right there.
Awesome. I don't know. I still have studio for me was a no. Performing live was a no. Being an artist was just a no. It was a hobby for me. So all around, you know, this is my element. You know what I mean? So I don't think I've ever had anyone to say, studio, I love the studio. It's the studio for me. You know, most artists prefer, you know, it's like you said, it's the energy. It's when I step on that stage, that's my element. I feel like I'm on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Nope, I'm in the background. This is it for me right here. You know, this is it.
Yeah. Right.
I want to get to the last track. I want to talk about Excited. There's just something about Excited. I don't know. It's the vibe for me. Definitely the energy that comes through. I'm big on, it's not even the word energy and what it means when you think about energy and what could come forth when you, an electric excitement, a spark, you know, when you think of the word energy, what, you know, the counteraction between people, everything the word energy embodies is what I get when I hear Excited.
Wow, thank you.
So, and I don't even know what it's about, and I haven't even heard it in its entirety. So, guys, this is my reaction from the track. Now, you want to tell us what it's about first, or you want to hear
it's not
first?
really like a deep. We can just I can just say it. It's like it's not really about. No, let's hear it first. Let's hear it first.
Let's hear it first.
98 degrees. Alone, I stare. I'm a bad guy, beware. And I want you right now, so baby, please come here. Oh, the things have changed for me. You live on my fantasy. You did something strange to me. So come and dance with me. Excited, do what you want, make what you need, look what you please. Excited, push back the beat and see if you get on your knees. Excited, let me explore every one of your fantasies. Excited, oh you, oh you, oh you, oh you, baby. I know that you want me, so why would you stare? It's better to walk up, acknowledge you're here. The time is right now, no place better to be. This room may be full, but it's you that I see. Oh, change for me. You are my fantasy. You did something strange to me. Oh, come and dance with me. Excited, do what you want, make what you need, make what you please. Excited, push back the beat and see if you get on your knees. Excited, let me explore every one of your fantasies. Excited, oh you, oh you, oh you, oh you make me. Excited.
Woo! Yeah, because I was stepping around. You know what, guys? I don't know what it is about Sean Ryne's music, but you can literally just close your eyes and envision so much with his music. I don't know. Come on, guys. If you think back, if you're like my age, you think back when like Soul Train and Solid Gold. Who remembers Solid Gold? And you guys know I have the worst memory because of my TBI. I don't remember a lot, but all of a sudden I remember Solid Gold and old dances. And that's all I could think about was being a Solid Gold dancer back in like the 80s, right? That's all I saw, all this energy and bright lights and a Solid Gold dancer. That's what I envisioned just then. My producer's looking at me like, who? I know, you so young, you don't remember nothing. But yeah, Google it if you don't know who Solid Gold dancers are, guys. Dang. All right, but that's what I saw. Solid Gold dancers and all these lights, lots of lights. You know, even when we went skating back in the 90s, like this would be like one of those tracks that played back. Yeah, so much excitement.
That's so dope.
Yeah. I love Excited. You'll listen
Thank
for
you.
it. It'll be so as well. Yes, I'm excited for. I'm excited. That's the word for the night. I am excited. Like, I'm tongue-tied now. I can't wait to see how Better Late Than Never is going to do. Guys, we've been giving you tracks this evening from the debut album, Better Late Than Never. Sean Ryne, guys, tell me what you think. I need your feedback, all right? Let me know what you think. You've heard tonight, Hard Times, Neglected Love, and you just heard Excited. Let them know where they can listen to Better Late Than Never. If they're interested in contacting you for interviews, for any upcoming shows. Sean is also an actor, all right? Films, acting projects, whatever the case may be, that they might want to get in contact with you. I'm going to open the floor up to you now so that you can release all of that contact information.
Thank you. So Better Late Than Never is available on all streaming platforms right now. Whatever your musical listening choices, it's available on there. And if anybody wants to reach me, they can find me on all social media platforms under Sean Ryne. Sean spelled S-E-A-N, Ryne spelled R-Y-N-E. hit me up. Love to work and collaborate with people, and I'm so glad to have been here to share this music with you, and thank you so much for sharing this platform.
Thank you so much again for giving so freely of yourself and your time. Again, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me, myself, my listening audience this evening. So again, we say thank you to you. Once you're on the show, you become a part of the Endie Fiya family. You're welcome back at any time. You have new music. You have, an exciting announcement to send it my way. We'll make sure that we let everybody know what's going on. We'll make sure that we get the music in rotation on New Music Mondays here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, you're welcome back at any time. You got any parting words?
Appreciate it. Just everybody stay positive and continue to follow your dreams.
What he said, guys. Until Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, let me know where you're going to see Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2. Let me know. You might see me. I might pop up on you, all right? You guys have a safe and amazing weekend. Make sure you wear your mask, all right? If you're sick, stay home. Until Monday, you guys have a good night.
Good night.
Daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone, for everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone, yeah.